I have procrastinated this video for more than a day.
All I do is grind.
And I'm sure you know what procrastination is I'm sure that you've done it before, either on a very important project or a very little homework assignment. Now, speaking of procrastination, obviously that's something that you are putting off because you don't want to do, but I think I have a different reason for why you're not doing it. Now, there might be one exception to the reason that you're not doing something, mainly because it might be really easy to do. But when it is hard to do, I have a reason for that. And it has to do with the stuff that you're putting off being emotionally driven. And when I'm talking about emotions, I'm talking about the fear of doubt and the doubt that we're not going to do good on this assignment or this project. And when I'm talking about projects, I'm not talking about just like a school project. Procrastination can be embodied and embedded in most anything that you do. But I will say procrastination can have a positive effect on what you do. I cannot say that it is a 100% success rate, but I can safely say that I'm a procrastinator. So for the last couple of minutes, you kind of heard my stance on procrastination. Mainly that, yes, procrastination is something that we do endure. We kind of put things off, and for the reasoning behind why we put things off isn't always because it is really easy to do. It's because of the emotions, the anxiety, the doubt, the more negative feelings that we feel when we do certain things. So if math is hard and you don't really understand the material inside of the course or on your worksheet, you just kind of put it under the carpet and you just hope that like you can at least get a good passing grade. This is just an example. Yes, I have kind of done that exact thing, maybe not in math, but in certain other aspects of my life. It definitely doesn't have to be just school, but I do feel as if school is the best area in subject to talk about, since teachers do assign things and you do have to have them turned in on that due date or before that due date. When it comes to procrastination, I feel as if it is one spool of the umbrella. Now, when I'm talking about that umbrella, there's so much things that can fall under it. Procrastination just happens to be one of those things. And the reason why I'm saying that, and some people might disagree with this, I think the reason that procrastination happens is more of a self-inflicted type thing. Like we do it to ourselves. Like that's basically it. That's what self-inflicted means. Like you do it to yourself. So beyond that, what I want to say about procrastination is I feel like it's more of the emotion behind it. I said like anxiety, the doubt, the negative emotions that kind of hold true when you're doing a certain thing that you are procrastinating. With that, I want you to kind of think about certain things that you procrastinated, whether that has been your math homework, whether that has been like talking to someone that you really like. I feel like as if procrastination is one of the things that that falls under this umbrella of I don't want to do it because of the negative emotions that will follow suit with it. Whether those negative emotions might be fake or like put in your mind that like, wow, I don't know if I have the shot with this girl or guy. You know, maybe I don't have the guts to actually sign up for that position at my school or at my work. And maybe I don't have the kind of the confidence because like I feel like I might be, you know, shut down, or I might feel as if nobody actually believes what I'm saying. I started this movement called the Be Different movement, and it was talking about how we need to kind of open our eyes to the judgment that we put on ourselves and not really what others put onto us. And the idea behind that was because I felt that way. And for so long, I've been procrastinating a video like this because I really wanted to make sure I got the content right. And the reason for this movement was because I have felt that myself. I've felt myself putting more judgment onto myself than from others. And it's more of a burden to myself as it is self-inflicted. And I don't have people whispering in my ear telling me that I'm the worst person on the planet. I suck. I should not do YouTube. I should quit track because you're not good. You didn't deserve this. You didn't deserve that. Now I pose the question, what kind of judgment have you put onto yourself? Like I said, procrastination is something that like we obviously put onto ourselves. So what about this judgment? What about this kind of feeling, this emotion that may be fictitious and it may be true? You may have somebody whispering in your ear telling you that you should not do this, you didn't deserve this and that. But I think there is a developmental issue within us growing up. I feel at a certain point in our life, and I don't know exactly when this happens, I want to pinpoint it between the ages of 12 and 14. Basically, your middle school years. These are very developmental years, a part of our life. Because not only do some of us go through puberty, some of us get braces, some of us get a lot taller and our voices start changing, and we don't know really why. When change happens, we obviously don't feel confident about it. So when things change really drastically, we really don't feel confident about it, unless we've been there before. And that's the thing about these years between 12 and 14. We have not experienced these years yet. And what I'm talking about is confidence. When you feel confident in yourself, you feel confident in yourself. And you know when you feel confident in yourself. When that person throws a dime in that football game and is confident that their receiver is going to catch that ball, they celebrate before the ball is even caught. But I think what is lackluster or lacking luster is between the years of 12 and 14, this drastic change in our life, we're losing confidence in ourselves. And it's because of the judgment that we put onto ourselves. It's not the judgment that others are saying behind your back, if that is true. It's not that. It's not that at all. No matter whether that is happening or not, we are pinning this judgment, self-doubt, this anxiety, this uncertainty on ourselves. Going back to the idea of being different. Yes, we're inherently all different. That is a fact. We are all inherently different. But the moral idea to be different is that, yeah, rock whoever you are. If you ride BMX bikes on Saturdays and Sundays and you want to tell your friends, you want to tell your teachers, you want to tell your peers about it, go for it. If nobody listens, that's their fault. But the idea that nobody listens is the judgment that we're putting onto ourselves. That's the act of not being confident because nobody actually is listening. But you're wrong. The act of actually going out and telling people that you ride motorbikes on Saturdays and Sundays and you have fun doing it, that's called being confident. The idea that people aren't listening or willing to listen is on them. So don't think that nobody is listening because they don't want to hear it or that they're uninterested. No. You have the confidence to go up to people and tell them what you love to do. I love to solve Rubik's Cubes. I love to play the piano. I love to vlog. I love telling people this. But if people shrug it off, so be it. That's on them. Maybe they don't like a guy who solves Rubik's Cubes, plays 4 different musical instruments, and makes silly YouTube videos. So be it. That's on them. I know my position is a little different because I was not really put in a place that I necessarily had to learn this confidence. I kind of just had to be confident. But to say that I know more about confidence and being confident doesn't matter. I'm here to share my ideas. And I hope that you guys listen. And by all means, if you don't take my advice, so be it. I'm here to change one person's life. And that life might be yours. So yeah, I pull out my camera occasionally. I vlog my life so that somebody else's life can be a little bit better. Hell yeah. But if somebody's going to make fun that I make silly YouTube videos when they don't know my reasoning or intent, that's on them. But Nationers, within the next week, I challenge you to share one thing that you're passionate about with someone else that you may or may not know. I want you to spark a conversation, and I want you to tell me how that went on my Instagram at I'm the Real Jared and on Twitter if you have it by any means. Share your stories with me on there, and I will be sharing them on my story. So Nationers, 2 things. Don't procrastinate this. Don't wait until day 6 to even start doing this. I want you to start thinking about it now. What is something that you're really passionate about and you want to tell somebody? Something that you really want to share with the world. But it starts with one person knowing. Number 2, I don't want you to think about all this negative energy, this negative anxiety, this tension that, oh, maybe they don't really care. And the confidence that you even want to think about talking to somebody you may or may not know about something that you're really passionate about and they may totally be uninterested in. You have the confidence to even think about the thought of doing that. But of course, if they love what you're doing and they love that you're passionate about motocross on Saturdays and Sundays, so be it. I'm challenging you to do this one thing in the next 7 days. Tag me on Instagram or on Twitter at I'm the Real Jared. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy, the Real Jared, signing off. 07 up to y'all. Remember to love life you live and live life you love. Don't procrastinate. Just be confident and be different. See you guys later. Oh, crap. Peace.